been one court, state or federal, that has had an evidentiary hearing and allowed the evidence of fraud to come in and be introduced.
Yep.
So all this stuff about it being debunked, unsubstantiated, those are absolute lies, complete lies. The only hearings that have been held by legislatures, and as you pointed out, Georgia has now had one, and every time there is one, people come away going, oh my gosh, this fraud is incredible. And so anyway, with regard to the standing issue, if a member of Congress who is going to object to electors that were fraudulently sent there, and a state has sent 2 sets, and I don't have standing to go to court and say the Electoral Act, it has got an unconstitutional provision. If I don't have standing to do that, nobody does. And if the appropriate defendant is not the vice president that under the Constitution has the power to make that determination, then there is no. But if bottom line is the court is saying, we're not going to touch this, you have no remedy. Basically, in effect, the ruling would be that you got to go to the streets and be as violent as Antifa and BLM.
So you might not know Representative Louis Gohmert there, but he's cray-cray. Like, legit cray-cray. Like, he's so crazy that at one point during the pandemic, he told his staff who was operating at the Capitol building in D.C., which if you haven't been, very small quarters there, right? But he told them that they shouldn't be wearing masks as an example to the American people. So Louis Gohmert, very, very crazy. And he got even crazier after his lawsuit to try to overturn the results of the 2020 election got dismissed, just like 60 other lawsuits. Because here's the thing, you could sue anyone, right? You really can sue anyone. You could sue me. Please don't. But the thing is, just because you're going to sue someone doesn't mean you're going to win, right? I mean, these cases are being dismissed because there's absolutely no merit. I mean, a lot of these cases, they all come down to Trump saying, well, there was fraud. And they're like, the judge is like, well, where's the evidence of the fraud? And these people are like, well, Trump said it was fraud, so it must be fraud. Yeah, that doesn't really hold up in court. Okay, and now, Louis Gohmert is basically saying that, okay, well, if you can't get things done in court, you should start, destroying things and tearing stuff up like Antifa and BLM. Yes, that is a sitting congressman saying that kind of crazy shit. And the thing is, if you might think maybe he's right there, just see what happened recently with the shooting of Jacob Blake, right? There was a lot of controversy about there. I've been saying the officers should have been charged. They should have been fired, right? They should face consequences for those actions. And I've seen that video. When I first saw the video, I was like, man, that's messed up. But when I saw the extended video, not so. And there was all kinds of protests and, a riot. There's all kinds of stuff that's basically saying how upset, BLM and assuming Antifa were there trying to get them to charge these officers, and they weren't charged today. So Gohmert's idea that if you want to get something done, you got to, blow some shit up, just doesn't gel with reality. Just like a lot of the other things Louis Gohmert says. But hey, he's crazy. But here at Citizen Pete, we keep up with the crazy. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it. And I will bring you all of the crazy, whether it's Democrat or Republican, in the future.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey, maybe just leave a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics and news and all the stuff that's going on in our country?